Welcome back for another Rogue video. This one's going to be just as quick as the other ones, right? Some changes have happened over the last week or so to Castilian Dagger to make it start to sing, baby. I've been doing a little bit more high roller. The arena ranking system is now out, so we've been playing a little bit arena. And this build is working. So let's get into it. Also, this build is relatively different from some of the other high-end rogues I've been seeing out there. Other high-end rogues have been running essentially strength, dex, vigor on every piece. And plus HP, right? So I'm still using sort of a similar build, but I'm not building a lot of dexterity. I'm building armor pin, I'm building headshot damage. This means that the playstyle is a little bit more skilled. You must hit headshots. You must. You have to hit headshots to win. Your 1v1. Yeah. You're slow. You're tanky. Set up picks. It is somewhat team reliant. You've gotta play to your team comp and against theirs. The good news is the arena maps are so small. There's plenty of places to set up picks without that much move speed. Skills we're running, and I've done a fair amount of testing here. I think the best thing you possibly can run: poison weapon, dagger mastery, stealth, ambush or thrust. Typically I go with ambush, the move speed helps a lot. And I'm running rupture and hide. Here's my thoughts on the perks. You're always going to be running poison weapon, dagger mastery, and hide. So you really only have one perk to adjust. A lot of the double jump spaces have been removed and changed in the arena maps. This makes double jump less good. You can still take double jump and force people to hit your legs, but when you are double jumping, just keep in mind a lot of times you are not going to get away because of that move speed slow at the second jump and then again when you hit the ground. So you can use it to duel a little bit better. That's really about it. We're mostly just playing landmine and rush. We are rushing a lot. We are using flanks on the maps. Some of the maps have had their flanks changed, their flank angles changed, so that it's not so much push into a impossible choke. You do have the ability to flank on some maps now. So some of the things I've found out about different perks, abilities, running rupture as opposed to running cutthroat or weak point. Because we are using a Castilian Dagger for most of our damage, weak point is less effective. The Castilian swings very slowly. We're not building a lot of action speed. If your kit has a lot of action speed on it, weak point gets a little bit better. With that being said, weak point is only good on certain targets. Because of the way it works, it reduces armor rating bonus by 40%, not physical damage bonus. So again, they have to be stacking or wearing high-level armor gear for you to get the most benefit out of that skill. Cutthroat is so relatively short in duration, it can save your life. Cutthroat can win you an engagement, it can save your life. There are certain situations where it is really good. It means that you take a hit to your damage though. And a lot of times, you're not going to be able to get to a backline target securely. You're going to have to try and do what I call is a team break, right? You're going to have to break that front line, crack them open like an egg so you can get to a backline target, or save your team from being pushed. Rupture is always good in every situation. It's standard. It doesn't really do anything that interesting. If you like running cutthroat, keep running cutthroat. Does it work in your trios? Keep it up. Solo queuing, I just need things that are reliable. So in a similar way, I'm running ambush because some teams don't have a front line. Some teams are all ranged. Some teams, everybody's a little squishier. A lot of the barbarians and the fighters out there are just running action speed and damage. Their kits are already tanky enough where they don't need to build additional armor resistance and that sort of thing. Maybe they're stacking more magic resist. Ambush, at the very least, is going to give you movement speed. Movement speed can be used to get away, reposition, get out once you've made a kill, or to aggressively push your enemy, which seems to work pretty well. Yeah, so that's it. So here's the stats on the kits I've been using in Arena, and here's some of the stats I've been using for the kits I've been playing in High Roller. The nice thing about these kits is they'll save you a little bit of coin at the marketplace and are a little bit easier to find. The only thing you're really looking for is +3 strength on almost every piece. If it's a strength piece, like riveted gloves or heavy boots, you want to go for vigor, of course, right? I find that I don't really miss the action speed that much, but it might just be a me thing. Some rogues out there are running Rondell and Stiletto. They're running Stiletto not for any real benefit. It's got armor pin on it. That's good. 10% ain't bad. But a lot of rogues just like running Stiletto because that's what they're used to, and it's got a nice fast 3-hit combo, so it's less affected by action speed or the new action speed curve. So here's a quick short list of items that you should be looking for, right? The build. For helms, use the leather cap with a shadow hood. Stefan Beret's not too bad, but the shadow hood's got a little bit of magic resist on it, and the leather cap has the highest armor rating. Both have the stats that you're after, vigor and strength respectively. They're the best. Light Akaton, I think, is maybe the best chest slot you can wear. Some of the other pieces that you should get honorable mention here are going to be the Wriggle Gambison, Adventurer's Tunic, Padded Tunic, Valiant Attire, anything basically with a high armor stat. For pants, heavy leather legs, I think are just top notch. Riveted gloves or reinforced gloves are basically your only choices for the gloves. And then for boots, I'm running rugged boots or heavy boots. Sturdy boots get an honorable mention, but again, we're not really looking for that much dexterity. I really want my HP to be as high as absolutely possible. Buckled boots also gets a good mention here. Getting the extra HP does go a long way. Because of the way all the stat scaling works, getting just like a raw stat, like physical damage bonus, plus HP, physical damage reduction, those things are going to be less affected by scaling at the higher end. So by the time you're in like an all purple kit, you're getting some diminishing returns if you're maxing out certain stats. So try to go for percentages after a certain point. Daggers are specifically good at getting around shields and weapon parries. The recent Castilian changes have made the third hit scale very well. If you add enough physical damage bonus, if you add enough headshot damage, that last hit really sings. Also consider what type of content you're going to be going after. Your build should change based on whether or not you're alone, you're in normals, you're in a team, you're doing arena, you're playing high roller. For example, when I go into the ice caves, I'm expecting warlocks and sorcerers. I take creep and cutthroat and 10-step. If I'm going into the goblin caves, I'm expecting to fight fighters and barbarians. I'm often not running hide. I'm running ambush with no 10-step, just for the movement speed to be able to get away. So build accordingly. There is no one build best fits all for rogue. Figure out what you like, make it work. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for clicking the video. It means a lot to me, it means a lot to the guild. If you'd like to see more, we stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes on the weekends, usually around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you there. Keep your eyes open and walk in the shadows.